before, you aren't new to my platform, like, you know what it is. I really don't give a fuck if you disagree. You're allowed to disagree. I ain't asked you to be on here, but I just got to make a couple things clear. And I really hopped on here because I've just finished 2 back-to-back one-on-one phone calls, one with a woman, one with a man, right? And there's some things that need to be said that it's going to be uncomfortable when I say it, but it's necessary for somebody like me to say it. And, to each its own. If you got your own platform, speak your difference of opinion on your platform. But on this page, I'm going to always keep it all the way 1K, back it with facts, logic, science, like shit that makes sense, right? So let me say this. There is nothing wrong with people moving the fuck on, starting the fuck over, or just plain getting the fuck from around you and whatever y'all had going on, right? And it's going to sting a little bit when I get to the second part. But there is nothing wrong with people getting the fuck. There's nothing wrong with that. Watch this. This is the part that's going to sting. This also means getting the fuck away from y'all after they got kids. It's nothing wrong with somebody realizing you on some fuck shit with the children or the child I had with you. And so guess what? I can't stick around forever playing tug of war with you over a motherfucking child, right? Like it's a handbag or a dollar bill or a fucking pawn. And so I choose to move on with my life before I end up at the end of my days with a bunch of regret and shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Y'all be thinking that when you get in this space of being upset and becoming unreasonable, because this is what you don't realize. You realize that you upset. You can articulate all the injustices that the person probably did to you, but you never realize how uncooperative you have become, how unreasonable you have become. And it is very logical. It is very smart. It is healthy for a person to get the fuck when they realize that that's what you own. If every time somebody is trying to sort shit out or just settle some shit, right, that's been going on for a while, that has to do with stuff that you and I believe is important, and your ass don't want to compromise, you don't want to bend, you don't want to fold, you don't want to break, it ain't nothing wrong with people getting the fuck. Y'all try to make people feel bad for moving the fuck on with their life as they fucking should. And I feel like I gotta say this because there's a lot of people that's sitting in doubt from the manipulation and the shit that y'all have going on. Meaning, y'all done talk to these people about their mistakes, their shortcomings, or whatever you feel like they did to you that's an injustice. You done brought this up so hard. You done went in on them so much, and they've allowed you, right? This ain't just on you, but you done been able to throw in their face this shit so much that it got them stuck in this loop of just trying to figure life out while staying stuck on this. Baby, if you don't move the fuck on, sir, if you don't get the fuck on, if you don't validate yourself, right, in the stuff that you know that you deserve by moving on and creating the life that you want for yourself, you a damn fool. Y'all hear me? It ain't nothing wrong with moving the fuck on, starting the fuck over. And a lot of y'all, you learned the hard way. You thought playing games with the motherfucking kids was going to get you somewhere till you realized a nigga left your ass alone, didn't look back, and went the fuck and started a whole new family with some other kids that's growing up with both parents. Or even if that relationship didn't work out, they have a community or a circle of people that are family, representation of my maternal and my paternal side raising me. And you and your kids stuck over here looking stupid because you got in a space where you were so upset that you couldn't see that you were being unreasonable, uncooperative, illogical. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Some of y'all get like this. Is not just with children, but in life in general. You get in a space where, even as a family member, motherfuckers trying to help you, you so stuck on what occurred, what somebody did to you, what didn't go right, that you don't realize after a while these people gonna get the fuck. And see, y'all be, this why my content be making a lot of y'all triggered. Y'all be so stuck on this concept that these titles gonna work, and people is waking the fuck up. They don't give a fuck because you they brother, they cousin, they sister, they auntie, they day one. When a bitch nowadays is starting to realize you're fucking unreasonable. Like there's no logic, there's no facts, it's just all about your feelings and what you feel like was done and how your perspective is and what you view needs to happen. People are realizing, like, you know what? Fuck that. Fuck her. Fuck him. And not from no aggressive, we fell out, big drama space, but just from a space of like, time is the most valuable thing. I can't continue this because it's wasting time. And so I'm moving the fuck on, and I'm going to push forward and put my focus onto other things. This is the same when a bitch be trying to help y'all. Some of y'all, you be so weird about how you allow people to help you and what. And it's like, hey, you fucked up. I'm telling you, this is what you do. This is the people that can help you. You got all these, I don't know, this is my business. I don't want this to go on. Oh, okay, listen. Stay where the fuck you at and I'm gone. Because you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And I'm not finna stand around the motherfucking water well while you stand up here and question whether the water's salty, sweet, whether it's going to be good, is it going to kill me, is it going to listen. You stand around this motherfucker and spend another year or two deciding if you want a motherfucking drink. I'm going to drink, go do other shit, build for myself, hell, create my own water well, thrive and live. And I see you when I see you. I will see you when I fucking, some of y'all are so unreasonable, motherfucker, we can't even help you. We can't even help you. Some of y'all, you so bitter, you so caught up. Like, anybody ever been around somebody that, bruh, some shit happened and they so sucked into that drama. Cause this even what y'all be doing with them baby daddy and baby mama situations. Y'all be so caught up in that fight over them kids that it has become the representation of what your life is about. And that's sad. One is sad because them kids grow up and they start living their own life, right? They end up just being a relative of yours, right? No longer a dependent under you that the day-to-day with them actually matters. And then you be done fought so much in these situations to the point where neither of y'all built anything great. And so when the kids get older, it really don't matter who did what. They off in the world listening to somebody else. They taking advice and getting guidance from somebody else. It ain't you that was a custodial parent or him that was the absent parent or vice versa. They out in the world listening to a motherfucker that they found on the internet or out in the community because guess what? Y'all ain't got shit but a bunch of rhetoric about how y'all went back and forth or who was right or who was wrong. You wasted all this motherfucking time and the fight that you was fighting all your life never mattered in the end anyway. At some point, every single one of us gonna wake up and you gonna realize, bitch, I got more time behind me than I do in front of me. And that regret start to set the fuck in. If you got to get from around people, if you got to let shit go, even if that shit once mattered big to you, baby, do it. If you got to go start over, if you got to validate yourself by building something new after you built something else that somebody, tried to invalidate that you were a part of building. Listen, easier said than done, but oh fucking well, because you ain't in control of every dynamic of those situations. You got to come to grips with the fact that, look, I might have made kids or started a business or built some sort of community right from the ground up with somebody that now we don't see eye to eye. And guess what that means? I can either waste time trying to make this be how I want it to be or what I want it to be, or I can accept the reality that the parties involved are working against me. And so because of that, right, I'm making a decision. It ain't that I don't have a choice. I do have a choice. Ain't no, they left me no choice. No, I have a choice and I'm choosing me. I'm choosing my life. I'm choosing growth. I'm choosing anew. I'm choosing moving forward. Exactly. I'm choosing to release what the fuck does not serve me. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, you got to get in a space where you're honest with yourself. Because motherfuckers out here is manipulating the shit out of y'all. They making y'all believe, and I'm telling y'all, like, the internet has made it worse, right? Where, back in the day, you don't fuck with somebody or y'all fell out or whatever. Like, if y'all ain't trying to have no direct phone call, you really ain't able to keep no update on what the fuck they got going on. So to a certain extent, you had to just move on with your life, start focusing on other stuff. Nowadays, this shit how you checking a bitch or a nigga page every other day. And the manipulation be in what people be posting about their life. Right? A lot of times we be done lost sight of if a person is operating unreasonable, incooperative, they're in a space where they can't look at logic or facts or even just do the right thing. Guess what? They're fucking miserable. Now, they ain't gonna never tell you that. They ain't gonna tell Instagram that. They ain't gonna tell Facebook that. They ain't gonna tell Snapchat or TikTok that. What you gonna see online is them dancing and going out and posting and making it seem like everything is fine. But when a person is healthy and good, the shit shows up in their character, their fruits, their works. It's the same way you know if somebody truly is what they say they believe in. You know them by their works. their behavior. Healthy people understand that compromising is a part of life. Healthy people understand that, listen, even though things may not have went my way or that I have been done a certain way, when it comes down to children, finances, life, things move forward. It doesn't go back. Healthy people understand this. So you won't see them harping and dwelling and creating drama and sowing discord within. You don't see this from folk that are healthy. You don't see people that are in a genuinely healthy, mature space carrying on with you from some shit that happened in 2000, fucking 1995. And you got to keep reiterating this shit to yourself so you can truly accept shit for what it is. Some of y'all, you in this season of your life, you need to go validate what you say you are. If you say you're a good person, your life should look to match that. And the only way it is, nobody's going to come hand you the life that matches a good person. You got to get out and actually build it. Your works moving forward has to be put towards the things that are going to set your life up to be that way. Your focus got to be on the things that will attract and help you vibrate on a frequency that's going to pull good shit into your life. Y'all let people trick the fuck out of y'all. And this is why you've been arguing with a bitch about some shit that it ain't finna change because their mindset is not going to change. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? A healthy person, their character shows that they're healthy. A reasonable person, the way that they think, they talk, how they problem solve, conflict resolution, management of emotion, like these things show up when you're going through the motions in life with them. Y'all will have a bad experience with a person. Hell, you might fuck up and do somebody wrong, and then y'all will let them believe that you got the heart and dwell on this and it's up, and if it's up with me, it's up forever and all. Hey. Relax, retard. That's not how life works. It does not work like that. You're going to put yourself in a survival space. It's a lot of y'all emotionally, you're constantly in fight or flight or freeze mode. You are constantly in that mode. And it ain't because it's genuinely, it's not because you fucked up or your life fucked up. It is because you are not accepting the reality that there are things that you cannot change. There is stuff that I don't need to give an answer to because the person don't care to hear my fucking answer. I don't need to worry about them knowing my perspective because they don't want to know it. And they have a right to not want to. And I have a right to move the fuck on. I have a right to start the fuck over. And some of y'all, yep, you need to go find somebody else. Go make a new family. And a lot of y'all, you hate to hear this type of shit, right? But in all reality, this is the true reason why a lot of stuff that's going on in our community is going on. Because again, we feel the way we feel. We think what we think based on the lens in which we see life through. And we carry on to the point where we are so unreasonable in the areas that we're supposed to unify and compromise and, resolve conflict and show up in a mature space, even through the feelings that we have about what was done or said to us. Some of y'all, you stick on shit too long. You allowing the wrong shit to take up your time and your focus. And after a while, watch this. Truly listen to me on this part. If you don't listen to nothing on this video. After a while, the shit that you have harped on, focused on, put a bunch of time on, that shit will feel like it's a part of who you are. And so when your identity is tied to you being focused on bullshit, you'll never let it go. You'll never let it go. You'll constantly make decisions and shit that reinforce the emotions, right? Centered around losing your identity. Now, this shit is not your true identity, but this is what you told yourself is a part of you. Some of y'all, you got people you don't fuck with or stuff that was done to you, and you have made that shit a part of who you are. And this is why you can't attract better. You can't. You can't vibrate on a different frequency to be able to manifest and grow into that person or create that lifestyle that you want for yourself. Because you identify as somebody that's the enemy of this somebody, or a hater of this, or a disliker of that. And that shit has become a part of your identity. It's not a part of things that you just have an opinion about out in life, right? it has been something that you have taken in. You have stuck on it so much that it is a part of your identity. And then when someone tells you to get off that, bro, leave that alone, sis. Let that shit go. Stop worrying about that. Listen, you can't control that. You get so upset because it feels like you losing yourself because you made that shit a part of what you believe and who you believe you are. I'm just looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. Trying to get y'all some real ass. It's nothing wrong with getting the fuck on. It's nothing wrong with starting over. When you realize, especially, listen, when you put in big effort into some shit, like I know, I have this saying, right? It's called giving fruit. And so, for example, when you go to the grocery store and you go to grocery shop, right? When you shopping for shit in boxes and cans, you don't really got to pay too much attention because even if the box dented or the can dented in, right? A lot of times the food on the inside can still be fine. The expiration date straight, I'm good, right? But when you shopping for fruit, you could pick up a pack of strawberries and the ones on the top could look great. But if you don't take your time and really pay attention to what you're getting, the whole bottom of the batch could be rotten or have mold on it. This is the same for apples, oranges. When you are shopping for fruit, you have to shop for that shit differently than how you shop for shit that come in a box or a can. So watch this. In life, when you know to a situation or to a person, I've been giving fruit, meaning I've been mindful of what I say, how I say it, how I approach you. I've been mindful of my accountability. I've been open to being apologetic or just owning my part of the shit that I've done. Stuff that I could have looked at different. Time I wasted. Things I could have improved upon, right? If I know I've been giving this situation fruit and you steady being unreasonable, hey, bitch, fuck you. Straight up, fuck you. Respectfully, fuck you. With a straight face, fuck you. With no beef, fuck you. When I know I've been coming to this motherfucker like, nigga, I've been looking out, I've been caring, I've been nurturing, I've been, respectful. In the times that I wasn't, because I ain't perfect, I done came back with the intent to be vulnerable, open myself up, lay it all out there, let you get off whatever it is you feel like you need to get off in regards to what I did wrong. If I know I'm doing this shit and your ass, you still don't want to compromise on the co-parenting, you still don't want to be reasonable about the money split, you still don't want to respect my boundaries, you still don't want to have uncomfortable conversations about the shit that we ain't resolved, you still don't want to see where I'm coming from, where I'm at with my hurt and my pain or whatever I'm going through. Hey, bitch, fuck you. Nigga, fuck you. Respectfully, I'm out this motherfucker and I could give a fuck what you tell somebody else. I ain't trying to clear up no stories. I ain't trying to come back and try to re-resolve. I know I gave you fruit. I know I did. In ways that I ain't never, because some of y'all, you done gave a bitch or a nigga fruit in ways you never gave nobody. People that probably deserved that treatment out of you didn't get it. When you know, and this person still being unreasonable, like we still can't have a real conversation where you keeping it 1K, where you being authentic. Hey, I'm out this motherfucker. And I ain't coming back to revisit this shit. I'ma move the fuck on. And if you feel some type of way because I remarried or I'm redating or I remade kids or I rebuilt the business or I locked in with somebody else or I replaced your ass, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Go resolve it with God. Because over here, I'm moving forward. Figure it out on your own. Because when I was there trying to figure it out, when I showed up a certain way, you wasn't on that shit. Some of y'all, you too bitter to understand what the fuck I'm saying. Because if I talk about that one situation that hit close to why you behave like how I'm describing, you going to go into that space of being unreasonable. No logic, no facts, no sense of reality. Y'all better move the fuck on. At some point, we all going to get to a space where you realize I got more time behind me than I do in front of me. And I got to decide what's the best way to spend that time I got left. And I can't change what the fuck went on in the past. Some of y'all, you done wasted damn near all of this year trying to clear up certain narratives and prove points. And y'all don't like to be honest. That when you be in a space where you're unfocused, like you don't got your goals really written out for yourself, or you around the wrong people, everything you post online be some sort of subliminal at somebody else that you feel like they posting subliminals about you, and everybody try to act like they solid. They don't be doing this. They don't check nobody's page. We know We know it is common nowadays for people to have fake pages, to go check people pages that they blocked or people that blocked them. We know that nowadays it's common for people to get on the phone and in group chats and talk shit about other people while their own lives is in shambles with their credit, with their finances, with their resources, with their social circles, with their spirituality, with their relationships, with their own children and shit like that. We know that this shit go on. The same way when I talk about how hoes be keeping kids from their daddies, the same way it's a lot of daddies that be stepping away from their kids on some bullshit. Y'all be knowing this shit be going on. Nobody be speaking about it. And everybody try to show up like they ain't doing it. Believe what you want to believe, my nigga. On this page, I'ma always speak the truth. Looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. Some of y'all, you really gotta wake up. Hey, bro, you in the space? Start the fuck over. Hey, sis, you in the space where you want? Start the fuck over. Reapply what you know in a new unit of time in your life. And if you know you don't know enough, go apply yourself to get the information to know more than what you know. And if the people around you don't see the value in you after you know you went and fixed and repaired certain shit, guess what? Find some new people. Find some new people. There's billions of people in the world. Find some new people. Build your tribe. Start the fuck over. That whole acting a certain way, this situation, it done landed where it is what it is. I'ma just have to prepare for when the tables turn later on. That's what you gotta do. Bro, go find you a new helpmate. Go start the fuck over. Sis, go rebuild from where you at now to moving forward. Where you trying to go? Straight up. And anybody that got opinion in between otherwise, fuck them. Not on no drama. Not on no beef. Not on no, I gotta say fuck you. Because I don't get time back. I done lost plenty of money, fucked over money, and got that shit back. I done wrecked cars and got better cars. I done had niggas and got better niggas. I done had friends and lost them bitches and went and got better friends. I done had business partners that the business deals didn't work out, and guess what? I go find some more business partners and do better business deals than what I did before. But the only reason it's happening for me because I'm improving as I go through this stuff. I'm receiving the lessons. I'm acknowledging what I did wrong. Life goes on. Now, whether you moving forward with that shit or not is another story. But for those of us that understand, regardless of how hurt or how mad or how scarred or how in disagreement we are, we understand life goes forward for everybody. Not just me, not just you, everybody. So guess what that means? If the person you don't like, that you don't really feel like deserve no blessings, if in their life they put out more good than bad, and they choose to go work on themselves, they gonna get everything that you believe they don't deserve, and vice versa. That's why you can't be sitting around focused on trying to watch somebody get their karma. Y'all don't be understanding. A motherfucker can outpace the bad shit they did. Y'all think that, you know, from a space of karma or, you know, that whole principle of you reap what you sow. Y'all think that only work in retrospect of when you feel like somebody done did some bullshit. Let me tell y'all something. I done did all kind of bullshit in my life. Right? Shit I ain't proud of. Stuff that still to this day make me feel guilt and shame. But guess what? I pump out so much motherfucking good. If you waiting around to see me reap what I sold from back then, baby, you gonna die before that shit hit my life. Because every day I wake up, I understand, right? I got to make the most of my time. And if I put out X amount of I got to counteract that shit with enough good. And so this is why I'm always helping people. I'm always dropping game. I'm always giving away and doing it and serving my community. Baby, if you're waiting on me to reap what you felt like I sold when I wasn't at my best, I promise you, your ass gonna be in your own shit before you see me in any of that shit you think I'm supposed to experience. And this is what's wrong with a lot of y'all. You sitting around focused on the wrong shit, trying to wait and see somebody get what you believe they deserve, and the shit don't even work like that. And it's just me keeping it all the way 1K with y'all. I just wanted to hop on here and tell y'all that anybody that need a one-on-one phone call with me, I do got specials going. You can hit me in my DMs, or you can text the number in my bio, or hit my assistant up. Y'all know how it go. I've been on this bitch a long time, giving out game, helping people help themselves, helping families and communities change what we need to change to get right around this motherfucker. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Monday.